Back in the college soccer game. It's been an absolute blast. The last time I've been able to be a goalkeeper coach and sports performance coach goes way back to before pandemic into pandemic when I made a really tough decision to go. Nothing makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is getting closer to family. So I left the academy. I essentially crashed and burned for a while, and here we are. We're back. So I'm super pumped to be in a college setting, working as a sports performance coach, working as their goalkeeper coach at George Fox University in Newberg, Oregon. Back to country living where I grew up, which is exciting. Not in Newberg, but country in general. The question of the day yesterday was about snacks, and I'm kind of cruising through this because I already did a 30-minute video. My computer decided not to record it. So it will be a very condensed version because I'm tired. But I wanted to get this out because it makes me feel better. So what should I eat when we're not in meals? What should I have for snacks? Think, if you're doing animal products, think about a spectrum. The high end of the spectrum for beef is grass-fed. The low end is grain-fed. For eggs, it's find a farmer that just lets them eat bugs and stuff off the land. Worst end is conventional eggs where they live in a jail and they're fed absolute garbage that is not good for us. Animals in general store their toxins in fat. So if you have to go budget, low end, get fat-free stuff. Eggs you can't avoid. They're full of fat. The really good eggs, awesome fat for us. The really bad eggs, that's where we got, cholesterol, demonized eggs. Of course, that food's terrible for us. We haven't been eating it for centuries, but we have been raising poor chickens for now. That's our country. How can we maximize profit? Who cares about that animal? We're just going to put them in jail. So in the store, if you hard-boiled eggs are a great snack, would be pasture-free or pasture-raised. So they actually get space to roam and find their own food. They might have a feed supplement as well, but some of them are just straight foragers. That's what a chicken is. It's an omnivore. It eats kind of anything and everything it can find if it comes down to it. They are not supposed to be eating grains and stuff like that. So they store all the toxins in their fat. So pasture raised, cage free just means that they get a little outdoor yard time in jail. There might be some food in that outdoor that pen. There might not be. Their diet is predominantly still human derived. And again, we cut corners everywhere we can. It's about profit, not our health. But we're a consumer market, so if you stop buying all the garbage eggs, all the garbage meats, all the garbage dairy, guess what they're going to have to do? They're going to have to change. But that's by design. Keep us super confused and just do the easiest thing possible. And what's typically easiest is just save money and just get that one or get the one that looks the fanciest. Conventional eggs, those are jailbirds. They do not get to do anything. They do not get exercise. Their whole thing on earth is to essentially lay eggs and then probably get slaughtered so that you have your Foster Farms chicken. But they're not healthy and they're not good for us. Think about a human. Would we like to eat a human that is just pumping McDonald's and garbage fast food into their body? Or would we like that fit human that's eating grass-fed steaks and making their own meals and having a bunch of vegetables and fruits and stuff like that? It's a no-brainer, but don't go eating humans is probably not a good idea. Outside of that, dried fruit. So again, just recap real quick, because again, I already made this video and it didn't record. If you're going animal products, higher quality, so if it's beef, grass-fed, grass finished versus grain, doesn't say anything. Chickens, free range versus anything else. Eggs, pasture raised, cage free, conventional. You'll know because it's about money. The cheapest thing is going to be your worst quality, worst for you. The highest thing, unfortunately, is going to probably be the best for you. And I've done a lot. You don't have to listen to me, but I've done a lot of work on this, and you shouldn't listen to me. Go be a scientist yourself, like I have. I know that I've got like we're in preseason, and I'm not about cooking. Like I'm not above cooking at like 9 p.m. when we're done. I have not been good about planning because I just moved, and it was just like, let's minimize the amount of stress. Let's really focus on just like getting in the groove, earning these boys' trust, because I'm a performance coach that's talking about where we're going, not where we are. And that takes a lot of effort to try and make sure that these guys know that I'm there for them, not with my own agenda. And so I kind of went, meal prep, all that kind of stuff. It'll come. And I have been pleasantly surprised that I haven't fallen apart. We're eating Chipotle. We're eating Jimmy John's. We're eating. My wheels almost fell off after a night of lasagna from Spaghetti Factory. Not a good quality place. Sorry, Spaghetti Factory, but do better. I felt terrible. Like distended, bloated, like I felt inflamed. My tell is I get this little kind of discoloration on my nose and discoloration right down here, and dry skin. Go figure, your skin it will tell you how your diet is. There's nothing you can do from the outside, all the skin health stuff and routines and businesses. It starts with your gut. Like if you eat poorly, good luck getting that skin where you want it to be with a bunch of product. Eat better, your skin should be radiant and healthy. But I don't know anything. So that's animal products. Dairy would be like grass milk, grass-fed milk, or grass-fed cows producing their milk. And then you would be into just, your Dairy Gold, whatever, bottom of the shelf stuff. If you have to do budget nutrition, just when it comes to animals, just go as low fat or no fat as possible. Because animals store their toxins in their fat. And that's why cows, sheep, lamb, deer, elk, bison are better than birds, and unfortunately seafood in our world, because man, we really didn't take care of our oceans, and it is apparent. Like you should see some of the stuff they pull out of the ocean. They lop off tumors and go, "Here's your salmon." Like ugh, tuna, woof. But if you're gonna have seafood, shellfish is better than like your tuna, salmon, cod, stuff like that. And then the cold or warm water fish is better than cold water fish because they have less fat. And again, animals store their toxins in their fat. So that kind of takes care of that. Oh, birds, the reason why those animals versus birds have one stomach. They do not digest things that they aren't supposed to eat as well, so they store a lot of toxins in their fat. Ruminant animals, multi-stomach animals, have a much more in-depth toxin reduction process because of the multi-stomach stuff. So if you're going to eat, like I love Chomps, the grass-fed beef sticks. There are grass-fed beef sticks in Costco. Freaking awesome. We're getting there. Like it's a consumer-driven market. So if you stop buying the garbage, they stop making the garbage. If you start buying good quality food in your markets, they have to make more good quality food in your market. Yogurt, just be aware of the additions, but it is a great approach for, again, snacks in a pinch between meals. Dried fruit, dried mango, freeze-dried fruit, great honey sticks. Oh man, I already made this video and I think it was a little bit better, but what else can you do? One kid said, hey, what about like rice cakes? Rice, just look at the ingredients. If it's like rice and not a lot of other stuff, sweet. Cheese sticks, again, looking for like I think carrageenan can be in there. Sometimes they throw some sort of lecithin in there. Again, it's just garbage to maintain shelf life. Because everything's profit driven. It's not about our health. Like we have to work if we want to be healthy in today's country when it comes to eating anything. If you're going to do like drinks, there's this whole sugar-free, not sugar-free. Go sugar. Quantity quality and frequency are what determine value of what we put in our body. So it's, oh no, sugar's the devil. Yeah, if you're slamming all sorts of sugar all day, every day, but if you're using it for performance, way better than, like, you gotta think, light drinks, they're still super sweet. How? Chemicals. Sugar's real. Chemicals are manufactured. Do I have to go further on what sounds like it would be better for us, real or manufactured? So have the sugar drink. And this kid was like, no, 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 this is terrible for you. You should go Gatorade Zero, not Gatorade. And I went, you're missing the point of Gatorade. What's the point of Gatorade? And he goes, I don't know. I went, so we're just drinking the Kool-Aid. I went, the goal of Gatorade is to give you a fuel for your performance and a little bit of electrolyte support. What is fuel for performance? Your brain will only accept sugar. So you need sugar to get energy. Stimulants are not energy givers. They are maximizers. So your Red Bulls, your Monsters, if you're going, oh, I'm tired, I need energy, go to orange juice well before you go to Red Bull. Again, Red Bull will maximize your energy, but it will not give you more. Sugar is the only way to give yourself more. So the kid was like, I don't understand, like, but I shouldn't. I was like, how about half the Gatorade? And it was like, mind blown. Like, what do you mean half? Yeah, quantity, quality, frequency. That's what determines the value of anything we put in our body. So if you had half a Gatorade during your performance, whether it's at work, on a field, being an athlete, being a mom, a dad, you name it, much better than drinking the whole Gatorade Light or Gatorade Zero or whatever zero sugar thing they have out there. It's not good for us, and we'll store it in our fat. And our fat is now toxic. It creates problems in our system. Skin health, if you didn't know it, is much more about gut health than it is anything that you can put on your face. Whatever elaborate skincare treatment program you have, it's an inside out thing. Your brain is trying to tell you we're not doing well. My tell, you can see this little discoloration on my nose. If I get really bad, it'll start coming onto my cheek, and I start getting a little bit darker under my eyes. I almost fell apart after Spaghetti Factory. We've been eating out a lot. I've been super excited about it. I've done a lot of gut health stuff, and I haven't been derailed. I haven't gotten miserable, like just gross emotions, feeling disgusting. Dry skin is also one of my tells. So I've been eating out way more than I have in years. And it's just I just moved. I'm trying to get into this program, earn trust, do my job, double days, in the office, a lot of stuff going on. And I went, I'm not cooking. Like, I haven't been good about meal prep, making multiple meals at a time. I don't want to cook when I get home at 9 p.m. So it's, all right, I'll eat the Jimmy John's. All right, I'll eat the Chipotle bowls. I'll eat everything. And I've been okay. Like, this is just forming, and man, Spaghetti Factory really screwed it up. Wheat in our country is atrocious. Durum semolina is the only wheat worth eating, unfortunately. Everything else is trash. But don't listen to me. But Spaghetti Factory, obviously, if we go as low quality as we can on our pasta, we will maximize our profit. It's a profit-driven country. It's not a health-driven country. I'm pretty sure I don't have to argue that. We are so unhealthy at this point. So, yeah, that one almost derailed me. I was like, I am so hungry. I know I shouldn't eat this, but I'm going for seconds. And man, I was bloated, distended. I felt terrible. I felt just inflamed everywhere. I woke up, my skin was way more dry, and this sucker showed up again. And I slept terribly. The bathroom experiences were miserable. So that next day, I was like, I've got to eat I had free range eggs for breakfast with some heritage pork bacon. So pigs raised how they should be raised, go do things and eat things that are in nature, not fed slop and live in mud and feces and stuff like that. It's crazy that we do that to animals. But I had a whole milk yogurt with no additives and cantaloupe and honey with salt. If you don't put salt on your cantaloupe, great addition. Salt is super important. What else? I had pastrami, just a beef pastrami. Again, the animals that have multiple stomachs break down toxins way better than those that don't. So I don't eat deli turkey, deli ham, deli chicken. Not for me. Like if you're going to have birds, free range is best. And again, quality, frequency, and quantity are the things that you need to be thinking about. I also had orange juice with collagen and salt. Some coconut water. If you're getting coconut water that's not refrigerated, they cook out everything that's good. You might as well just drink water. But if you go to the refrigerated section and get your coconut water, there's your electrolytes, there's your natural Gatorade part of it. And then I just add my orange juice, so I have the sugar that Gatorade would have. And salt, massively important for nervous system function. I had grass-fed beef burgers. I had a good cheddar cheese. I had ketchup and mustard with 0 additives. You look at it and go, that's what should be in ketchup. Not, what is that doing in there? Everything that shouldn't be in there is all about profit. If we can keep it on a shelf longer, we don't have to throw it away. Someone's more likely to buy it. Better for us as a company, we'll make more money. Outside of those things, those are good snacks. Like that's kind of the conversation that we had last night, and it's so fun being around college kids that are curious because they're like, "What about this? What about that?" They're asking all sorts of questions, and it is an absolute blast to help guide them. I don't like this is answers just to give you some direction. Some people are like, "Don't tell me what to do. Help me find stuff." This isn't a podcast for you. This was a question. He went, dude, don't make me think like that. Don't make me think, what do I like? How often am I eating it? Just give me ideas. Fair. Here's your ideas. And here's a little bit of reason why. I am crossing my fingers that this one records because I am not going to do it again. We have to go to a meeting.